A huge challenge for me has been learning to navigate family and calling. It's not a balance. I've learned that I can't balance those two, but I just keep entering new seasons, and every time we enter a new season of ministry or a new season of life as a family, I find myself hitting the reset button, going back to the drawing board and saying, okay, what does it need to look like in this season? And sometimes things are unbalanced in favor of in a particular direction for a while. I've kind of done it all with the different seasons of life. I have been the young woman with no kids, and I could put in the 60 and 70-hour work weeks. I have been the young mom, stay at home with young children and not work. I have worked part-time ministry positions and also been at home. I have worked full-time. I have been a full-time student with kids. I've kind of run the gamut. My oldest is 11 right now. My youngest is 4. And I'm sure I'll run the gamut of all of those different seasons again at some point. I feel like even right now, I'm in a phase right now where I feel like I'm getting ready to hit the reset button and reevaluate all over again. Okay, for the next stage of our family's life, what does this look like for me? It's interesting because there's the seasons of life, and then there's like this itty bitty seasons. I mean, I even find myself pushing the reset button and figuring it out all over again when August hits and the kids have a new school year and new schedules and new activities, and then we push the reset button again in June when we have 3 months of summer, and then we do, it's just over and over and over again. We have those kinds of reset buttons that we have to push. But the reality of life is that balancing, navigating family and calling is just different for me than it is for my husband. And my husband he's also a pastor. He's very involved in our family. We share parenting, we share home responsibilities. But at the end of the day, I am the default parent. I'm the one who makes sure everyone gets where they need to be and stays alive. And that's my choice. I want to do that. But it just has interesting implications, I think. When my husband needs to get his hair cut, we laugh about this. He goes and gets his hair cut. When I need to get a haircut, I have to schedule it 8 weeks in advance. I have to check his schedule. I have to check the kids' schedules. I have to check sometimes our babysitter's schedule. And then inevitably I have to call and cancel the appointment and then reschedule it again. It's just, it's just different. But I think what carries me through that constant resetting of scheduling and not really balancing, but figuring out life and ministry and family and calling, all those things, is that word seasons. It's so good for me because it is a season. And I think I have been able to find contentment eventually in every season I've been in, knowing that it is a season, that things that I'm sacrificing right now in ministry or for my family or whatever it is that I'm sacrificing, it's not going to be forever. And that God is going to be faithful to complete the work He started me until the day of Christ Jesus, and that carries me through.